Hey, it's John Siskovich here to give you an update. I'm planning a redo of my orchard. I had a previous video, which will show up in one of the corners, of what happened to my orchard this winter. I lost a lot of trees, so I'm rethinking how I'm approaching the whole thing and doing some trials here on farm before I jump in with both feet. So what we're doing is following, that's the best we can, the Permaculture Orchard ethos that is presented in the Permaculture Orchard video by Stefan. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. Here he is. So the things that Stefan brings to light in this video is that, yeah, monoculture, things can go wrong. And if you plan for diversity and follow some permaculture principles, there's some good stuff that can happen. So what we're doing, what does all that mean? We had all these rows of apple trees and it went south. We were attacked by moles, voles, they ate the trees, trees died, it was a terrible thing. And we didn't have a lot of diversity up there, rethinking how we're gonna do things. So what we're gonna do, or what we've done already on this farm, we have this, which is about an 80 foot, maybe 100 foot bed. I have another 50 foot, 60 foot bed there. I should know all these offhand, but it's been a long day. Another 50 foot bed over there where we've spaced the trees according to their, prescribed planting density, about 12 feet apart, 10 to 12 feet apart. But we mixed it up. We don't have just apple trees. We have cherry trees, peach trees, nitrogen fixers, apple trees. One cherries, peaches, apples, nitrogen fixer, mixing them up in between. And then in between those trees, we've planted rhubarb, comfrey. We're putting some more berries in. We've put raspberries. Below that, as an understory, we're putting in perennial herbs, some ground cover herbs like thyme, and then I've even gotten some spores for some mushrooms, the garden giants, red cap or wine cap mushrooms, and we've been inoculating some wood chips, and we're going to spread that out into the wood chips as well, add some fungal growth, some beneficial stuff, and seeing how it goes. So we've got these couple dozen trees that we planted this year, trying out this permaculture orchard, see how we like it, how it is to manage, learning more about the trees and the plants themselves. And this is something that you can do at home, whether you're an orchard or whether you're, just a home grower. Check out this video. I've watched it like 6 times already, and it's still, I pick up something new every time. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that, because you go out in the field and you try this stuff and you learn and you get your hands on it, and then you go back to the information, whether it's a book or a DVD, and you learn more and you pick stuff up, it's great. It's kind of a wonderful thing. So why we're doing this, why we're trialing this, we had that monoculture, and he addresses this in the video. Say our monoculture is as big as the whole entire screen here. Right in the middle, we're not going to do the entire thing Permaculture Orchard because it might be too much for me to manage, and our focus was on apples. We wanted the apples for our distillery. What we're going to do is take those 3/3 and take the middle third and make it kind of a permaculture orchard oasis, where it's bringing in a lot of beneficials, it's adding biodiversity, it's confusing pests a little bit, we're bringing in stuff that would hunt our pests, beneficials, and seeing where it goes from there. I love this crazy tuft of hair. I'm getting my hair cut this week. It's great. So bringing this in, trialing it. So far, I'm super happy. I mean, we're not going to see fruit out of these trees for a couple of years, but as far as the management and the design, we're trialing it small before we bring it big. And that's the kind of the message of this video. Yeah, I'm just going to leave you with the sky on the other side of the camera is super beautiful. So here's 25 seconds of that. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.